Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this beautiful Wednesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, and weather. I'm your host, Glenora Shipura. Getting into the news tonight, Commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Namibia, Dr. Emerentia Leonard, has announced the parties that will name contenders in the upcoming presidential elections. She also announced the 3 independent candidates for the country's next president. Algator Greg gave in this report. Let's take a look.
These parties are Action Democratic Movement, the Affirmative Repositioning, All People's Party, Body of Christ Party, Congress of Democrats, Independent Patriots for Change, Landless People's Movement, Namibia Economic Freedom Fighters, Popular Democratic Movement, Rally for Democracy and Progress, Republican Party of Namibia, SWANU of Namibia, SWAPO Party of Namibia, United Democratic Front of Namibia, United Namibians Party. Those are the parties that have submitted names of their presidential candidates.
Still with the Electoral Commission, the Commission of Namibia has rejected the bids of Ali Angula, Jeremiah Kambo, and Elsie Chan to be registered as independent candidates for next month's election. The reasons for the rejections have not been revealed, but ECN says they vary from each other. ECN says all applications by independent candidates have so far been rejected. The candidates have been informed about the things they still need to do to be duly registered for the election. This is what Ali Angula had to say. Let's take a look.
So we are grateful for the opportunity to be resubmitting what the deficiencies were. And they were really caused by the fact that we had to deal with this new ECN system. And we know that tomorrow we will be announced going into the election as an independent presidential candidate. So I just want to give all glory to the Lord for making a way where there seemed to be no way. And we are so pleased with this outcome. Very, very pleased. Thank you very, very much.
Moving over to the coast, the Anti-Corruption Commission conducted an Ethics and Integrity in the Workplace training workshop with the Ministry of Health and Social Services at Walvis Bay State Hospital. A few nurses attended and participated in an activity addressing workplace corruption. Frida Moloto gave in this report.
Systems, practices, and procedures which may be prone to corruption. So we are also responsible to provide advice. Once we find out those loopholes, then we have got the responsibility to advise. Let's say we find out that these hospitals are dilapidating, there's something wrong. We can do a corruption risk assessment and find out these are the risks. What should we do to close those loopholes to make sure that things are not like, is it about corruption? Is it about tender? Is it about what? So that part, preventing corruption using examination systems, so it can, that's part of it. So we have got these ones, which we are probably doing now, conducting workshops and seminars to educate the public on the dangers, effects, and corruption. So, and also to elicit support, to get support from the public, because we cannot fight corruption without the public. So these are the mandates of the Anti-Corruption Commission. So just to zoom a little bit more on the department and see what is really happening there. So that's what the commission is doing. Carries the investigation into alleged practices. So you can also probably ask questions and see what is really this doing. It refers cases to the prosecutor general upon completion. So
a 43-year-old man now seeking $2 million in damages from the Ministry of Health and Social Services recalls how a visit to Katima Mulilo State Hospital for severe abdominal pain unexpectedly led to the amputation of his right leg 3 days later at Windhoek's Lady Pohamba Private Hospital. 4 years ago, Colin Muletehi was admitted to the state hospital for abdominal pain and informed that he would undergo surgery to have his appendix removed. The case heard in the Windhoek High Court yesterday will proceed as a partly heard matter and has been postponed to December 2 to the 6th, 2024, before Judge Collins Parker. Muletehi, represented by his lawyer, Professor Muluti, testified that on November the 20th, 2022, a medical examination was conducted to assess his abdominal pain before surgery, which took place at around 7 p.m. that night. After the surgery, I felt severe pain in my right lower leg. I noticed scratches on it and it was swollen, he told the court. Now, according to Muletehi, his requests for pain medication and assistance were allegedly addressed only the following morning. Now, when the medical staff finally attended to him, he was informed that the pain in his lower right leg was due to an accident that occurred after his surgery, where he had allegedly woken up from anesthesia in the recovery room exhibiting aggressive behavior and had hit his leg on a metal object. Muletehi questioned if these explanations were true, why did they fail to provide proper care after the incident? Another doctor from the state hospital informed him that he would be transferred from Katima Mulilo to the Rundu Private Hospital, a 5-6 hour drive, on November 22nd. Upon arrival at the hospital, Dr. Manuel Kambele recommended a radiology examination. You can read more on this story in the Namibian Sun tomorrow. On the other side of the break, we take a look at our story of the day. Getting into our story of the day, Tourism Minister Pohamba Shifeta speaks at the handover of 21 off-road patrol vehicles and 1 sedan vehicle, as well as IT equipment for wildlife protection funded by the Integrated Wildlife Project Management Project. Elani Smith reports.
This consignment includes 21 4x4 road patrol vehicles, 1 Corolla sedan, and 80 equipment. With these additional patrol vehicles, will be better positioned to ensure the mobility of our units, resulting in a reduced reaction time to incursion. I repeat that because I was terrified. One of the IT head about talking about IT. With this additional patrol vehicles, we will better position to ensure the mobility of our units, resulting in reduced reaction time to any incursions.
Now, a total of 46 rhinos have been lost to poaching in the Etosha National Park. On the other side of the break, in our community talk, we expand on this story.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Now, a total of 46 rhinos have been lost to poaching in the Etosha National Park, of which 35 are black rhinos and 11 are white rhinos. Tourism Minister Pohamba Chifeta said these at the handover of 21 off-road 4x4 vehicles and 1 sedan vehicle, as well as IT equipment worth $19.8 million for wildlife protection under the Integrated Wildlife Project Management Project, which was funded by the German government through KfW. Chifeta said that while they have reassessed their strategies, bolstered their staff numbers, carried out anti-poaching training, and are currently investing in constructing new ranger stations, the fight against organized international poaching syndicates remains a daunting challenge as long as the international demand is not drying up. Our rural communities continue to struggle financially, and the current drought conditions have made them even more vulnerable to exploitation by poaching syndicates. He said that additionally, rising living costs due to inflation have exacerbated these issues. According to Chifeta, arrests related to rhino and elephant poaching combined have decreased from 143 last year to 91 this year, and pangolin-related crimes have also declined from 60 cases last year to 30 this year. Obviously, you can read more on the story in our Namibian Sun tomorrow. Moving over to economic news, the Public Enterprise CEO Forum is to take place during the first week of July 2025 in the Erongo region. After the break, we get into the story.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Getting into our economic news, a press conference was held to officially announce the Public Enterprise CEO Forum, which will be hosted by the Erongo region during the first week of July 2025. Frida Moloto reports.
Now, these public enterprises cover a very broad spectrum of our society, ranging from transport to fisheries, to media, to financial services, to tourism, etc. And for a very long time, the Namibian nation has been hearing news of a very disorganized group of people who have no respect and regard for good governance, people who do not perform, people who keep fighting amongst themselves as management, with a board, with a ministry, as a staff. As far as we are concerned, those challenges that we used to experience in the public enterprises is something of the past. The public enterprises of today are led by very competent boards that are appointed on a very strict basis by the Ministry of Public Enterprises and Finance through very competitive and transparent ways. And in turn, these bosses or these boards appoint chief executive officers that are also competent, who work with their staff to further the objectives of these various public enterprises.
Let's take a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 22.89, against the euro at 19.17, against the US dollar at 17.62, 2 Namibian dollars and 48 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, gold, copper and platinum went up, while Brent crude oil went down, trading at 0.70%, going for $74.50 per barrel. In international news, a fuel tanker explodes in Nigeria, killing at least 94 people. On the other side of the break, we get into this story.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Getting into our international news, a fuel tanker crashed and exploded in Jigawa State in northern Nigeria late on Tuesday after the driver lost control of the vehicle, leaving at least 94 people dead and wounding 50 others, a police spokesperson said on Wednesday. The incident occurred in Maija town in the Taura local government area, about 530 kilometers north of the capital Abuja. Spokesperson for Jigawa State Police Command Luwan Shizuzu Adam told Reuters by telephone. The casualties were residents who had gathered to collect fuel from the tanker after it crashed. The wounded were taken to local hospitals in Ringem and Hadejia towns where they were being treated, Adam said. A mass burial for the dead will be held later in the day, he said. Many roads in Nigeria, Africa's most populous country, are poorly maintained and riven with potholes, causing accidents that claim dozens of lives every year. Last month, at least 48 people were killed in north-central Nigeria when a fuel tanker exploded after colliding with another truck carrying travelers and cattle, ensnaring other vehicles as well in the blaze. That concludes our international news. We now take a look at the weather predictions. The capital city can expect a minimum of 17 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius with sunny weather condition. Oshakati can expect partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius, while Katima Mulilo can expect sunny weather conditions with a minimum of 20 and a maximum of 34 degrees Celsius. Rehoboth can expect a minimum of 16 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions, while Oranjemund can enjoy partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. Handys Bay can also expect a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions. We'll now head over to the sports desk, proudly brought to you by Sports Wrap.
Well, good day, viewers. On today's Sunset News, brought to you by Sportsrap. Sportsrap does have some good news announcement, and I have been nominated for the Namibian Annual Sports Awards in the Journalist of the Year digital category. I'm very, very happy about that. And we also have Mariad, who was nominated for the Journalist of the Year print. So we are the two that are representing Sportsrap, so very, very happy about that. We'll be taking a look at the video from Jerome, who is a para-athlete, a para-triathlete who took part in the World Championships that took part in Portugal. So please have a look at his review, and as he is also getting ready to take part in another of these major competitions in Spain this coming weekend.
I'm feeling good. I think I would have done better. At the swim in the transition, I wasn't a lot of time. But overall, it was a good race. It wasn't that hard. I'd like to thank my coach. I want to thank Mr. JP, who was there for me every day, both of them. I'd like to thank Mr. Executive Director, the Minister of Sports.
So what we've learned from this competition now is to visualize the race now, to improve our time even further.
My name is Natasha Kelly, and I was the project lead for the Europe Triathlon Horizon 2032 Para-Triathlon Development Project, which we held in Rio Maior, Portugal. And the importance of this project is really to bring people together. It's that power of the collective. You know, our athletes and our coaches come together for an intensive week of learning, training. They share experiences, they share challenges that they face, and they look at how each individual overcomes these challenges.
The best about this whole camp was the networking. We got to know many other coaches from other countries that have said that they are willing to assist us in improving our training techniques and helping us to get more para-athletes, promote the sport of para-triathlon.
I would encourage national federations to apply and attend projects like this to just share experiences, to share their challenges that they have faced, to problem solve for solutions, and also for their athletes to come together and just train in a team environment.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Don't forget that Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 every Monday to Thursday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I am Glenora Shipura, and this has been Sunset News. Don't end your day without us.